Run with the bulls, mob deep when I'm wrong. I keep a cool head like a breeze on a stone. But hit me with the beef, I will flip like a...
What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of It's Food, Dude. So I'm back at it. I'm going to be making a unicorn cake tutorial. I decided to do a cake tutorial because unicorns are so popular. Every time I go to work, somebody wants a unicorn cake or has some sort of unicorn picture. So I decided to show you guys how to make an easy unicorn cake that you can make right at home. So let's get started with the video.
Okay, so I started out with 2 vanilla 8-inch cakes, and then I'm just going to put that on my 10-inch cake board. You can put a little bit of icing at the bottom, but I didn't. As you can see, a little piece of my cake is missing, but that's okay because I'm going to ice it later. So I'm using vanilla buttercream, and I'm just going to go along in a circle, and I'm just going to do that so that I can put my second layer on top. I'm kind of piping my icing really thick because my cakes were really low and not the height that I wanted. And for the unicorn cake, you kind of want a tall cake, so unless you're doing 3 layers, put a lot of buttercream in the middle. And then once you have your cakes together, just continue to ice. I'm going along the top of my cake and repeating the same process, just putting icing all over my cake. You can use a side icer if you'd like. I just was really lazy, so I just cut a little pastry bag and put some frosting. And I got my frosting at Michael's for about 12 bucks with a coupon. Totally worth it. It makes 1 unicorn cake. So whatever holes you have on your cake, just fill it in with the buttercream, and you want to use a flat edge spatula like I'm doing, just to kind of make sure your surface is smooth. And then I'm using my side scraper and going along the sides to make sure my cake will be the perfect height and will be the perfect smoothness. Make sure your side scraper is at a 90-degree angle so that all of your cake will be perfectly iced. I mean, if you're not an expert, it's okay because your tools will do the work for you. Just make sure you have it level. Using my angled spatula, I'm now just gently pulling in that excess frosting, as you can see, so I can get a nice crisp edge. I'm using the campfire marshmallows for the unicorn ears, and you can find these at Walmart for about 3 bucks. They're super huge, and I'm just gonna cut that at an angle in half with my scissors, and it just makes a perfect unicorn shape. And you'll also need a waffle cone for the horn. If you'd like, you can use luster dust to paint your marshmallows gold. You can use an airbrush gun and airbrush it gold. You can use whatever you want. If you don't have luster dust, you can find it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all the special stores, and this is what it looks like. So for the unicorn swirls, I'm going to be using yellow buttercream, blue buttercream, and pink buttercream. You can use whatever colors you like. And I'm just going to pipe my frosting on a parchment paper in a row. You kind of want to put it side by side so that when you roll your parchment paper, it'll create the 3D color effect. And like I said, you just want to pipe that icing really high because we're going to be putting this in a bag and we want a lot of icing. So I'm just rolling my parchment paper into a log shape. I'm not like smashing on it or anything. And then I have a bag with a little star tip at the end, and then I'm going to put my parchment bag into my piping bag, and we're going to use that to put the swirls for the unicorn. So starting in the middle of your cake, you just want to pipe in a circular motion and make sure you pull that tail out, and that's going to be our unicorn hair. And I'm just going to put some more rosettes around it just to make sure my unicorn has lots of cute girly hair. And you can put how many ever roses you want. but I'm just gonna cover all of the back and then some towards the side of my cake as well. And once you're finished with the hair, you can go ahead and put your ice cream cone smack dab in the middle of the cake and angle your unicorn horns right next to your horn, and there is the top of your cake. So for the eyes, you can do whatever color you want. A lot of people do black eyes, but I'm going to be making my eyes pink, and I am just piping a U shape, an upside down U shape. And then right next to the U, I'm gonna put little eyelashes at the end, and that's it for the unicorn cake. Thanks everybody for watching. If you liked it, give it a fat thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.